I'm Teresa Hagel, Executive Editor of Digital Content for ASI Media, and today I'm joined by Precious Willams, the Killer Pitch Master. She was our keynote speaker today at ASI Chicago, and let's just talk, what is a pitch?
Well, a pitch is really a short brief way of introducing you, your business, your books, your brands, your product, your services in such a way that gets you closer and closer to the sale. What you want to do is you want to captivate, delight, and excite and have people looking you up and everything being congruent. So the sale is so much faster.
And the one thing I like that you said, it's a morsel, it's not the full meal.
Right, and what I found is when people think of pitching, they throw everything into it. Everything their company does, everything that they do. And it's like, no. A pitch is a juicy morsel. A juicy morsel. And if they take that bite and they like it, you're going to keep coming. And soon the plate will be empty versus throwing word vomit on people. And people let their eyes glaze over. I don't even want to know anymore.
So I like that we went from food to word vomit. Like
what we did. And as a full-figure diva, I like to bring in, you always said about being bold and unexpected.
Yeah.
People were not expecting that analogy, but bringing in food and helping people understand the plate is not your pitch. It's the fork, the juicy morsel. Gives them a taste of more to come. And if you do it right, they're going to keep eating bite after bite, which means they're going to keep coming back. Referrals, they're going to bring you more clients and be repeat clients and customers.
So one other thing that I really liked you talking about was creativity, how that changes everything.
Yes.
You don't have to have the big bucks if you have the creativity.
It's true. It's really, really true. So I didn't grow up with a network, connections, media connections. But the reason that I am here is because I took pitching, which most people only thought for investors or for media, or maybe even your elevator pitch at events, and elevated it to an art form. And when people told me, oh, it'll never go, or you're a black woman, no one's ever going to listen to you, I had that idea 13 years ago. And who's the killer pitch master today? Who is seen as a foremost expert on pitching? And it's also because I know 6 forms.
Yeah.
You know, once you get past your elevator pitch, but also showcasing that if I'm a real killer pitch master, my job is to educate the world on the 6 different forms of pitch: elevator, media, investor, sales, speaker, because a lot of people want speakers to speak for free, and the interview pitch. What did that do? It opened up my target markets. That's how I was able to teach at institutions of higher education. And that's how I was able to train the top sales teams and the biggest companies in the world. That's how I was able to speak at different corporations and also associations and things like that. And by doing that, I showed that pitching is not what you think it is. It is so much more. What's in your social media? How do you show up at events? There's a reason why I wear certain clothes when I'm speaking on stage, because it all elevates my brand and it makes me curious.
Yeah. So one last thing I want to ask, you mentioned, I think during the pitch competition today, that promotional products can be, they can be a little bland and boring unless you're specific about the market. So can you talk about, like, what is this takeaway that you want people in this industry to get?
Well, one of the things I want them to get is, when you say promotional products, I don't know what that means. And so we just had a pitch clinic where one of the queens was talking about, I canceled that. She talked about notepads, t-shirts, and things like that. You might think, well, everybody knows that. Not everybody does. We have a whole ASI show that shows different ways of promoting your brand and your business that doesn't have to do with a pen. It may not have to do with a pillow. It may not have to do, there are other ways, in awards, how you give out things to celebrate people in your business. All of that is part of promotional products. But if you're not specific about what you bring to the marketplace, people aren't going to know. So if you notice with the last pitch person, I still had no idea what he was talking about. So I asked, who is your target market and who do you serve? He started off by saying they started off with the restaurant industry. That's totally different from other industries.
Right.
And then he was able to work with different music artists. And they took it to the next level and branded something for an entire tour.
Yeah.
I did not ever think about that for promotional products. A tour is something very different from showing up at a trade show, right?
Right.
But when he said it, it elevated. And I thought about everyone. What's your call to action at the end of that? How do you want people to contact you? Saying your name and the name of your company is great. But what if I want to look you up right then and there? Give them something else. And remember the point who said Kim Kardashian?
Yeah.
I want y'all to pay attention. She said Kim Kardashian. And if you didn't hear anything else she said, I know we all heard that. I said, so if Kim Kardashian is working with her, working with us, why aren't you? That's enough said.
Yeah.
Enough said.
It was an amazing clinic, and I think you guys are probably jealous that you weren't there, but We got to talk with Precious today, and once again, I'm Teresa Hagel with ASI Media.